Does Christian purity culture address sexual assault fairly? Imagine walking into a church or youth group and hearing messages about purity and morality. Now, think about how those messages might impact someone who has experienced sexual assault. Christian purity culture often emphasizes abstaining from sex until marriage and promotes traditional gender roles. While these ideas aim to encourage moral living, they sometimes fall short when addressing sexual assault. Many times, the focus is on maintaining purity rather than supporting survivors. One problem is that purity culture can unintentionally promote victim-blaming attitudes. If someone is assaulted, they might be told they need forgiveness for having sex outside of marriage, even if they were forced. This can make survivors feel responsible for what happened, which is unfair and harmful. Instead of offering support, some messages suggest that survivors are at fault, which can cause feelings of guilt and shame. Another issue is that purity culture often includes beliefs that support false ideas about sexual assault, called rape myths. These myths might suggest that victims were asking for it or that they could have prevented the assault. Such beliefs can prevent survivors from being believed or supported properly. The emphasis on gender roles in purity culture can also make it harder to recognize certain types of violence. For example, some communities may not see marital rape as a serious issue because of beliefs that a wife must submit to her husband. This can lead to survivors feeling ignored or dismissed. However, faith and spirituality can be sources of hope for survivors. When churches provide trauma-informed support, they can help individuals heal. This means listening without judgment and understanding that sexual assault is never the survivor's fault. Churches can promote healthy relationships that respect boundaries and hold offenders accountable. For Christian teens today, navigating these issues involves finding spaces where their experiences are validated. It's important for faith communities to learn about sexual assault and respond with compassion. Teens can advocate for clear, supportive responses from church leaders and encourage education about consent and healthy boundaries. Creating peer groups where teens can share their stories safely is also helpful. Supporting survivors with access to professional counseling alongside spiritual care is essential. It's vital to remember that sexual assault is a violation of a person's rights and dignity, no matter what the purity culture teaches. Moving toward a more understanding and supportive approach allows Christian communities to better serve and protect their members. In the end, while purity culture often misses the mark in addressing sexual assault fairly, there is hope. When faith communities choose to focus on love, justice, and compassion, they can become safe spaces for healing and growth for all.